What's happening, chess fans? Welcome to Net Chess and Chill. Today is episode number 85 on my journey to 1200 ELO. So, if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into today's game. Alright, switch over and let's see who we're going to play today. I'm rated 1160. Trying to get back up closer to that 1200 ELO that we've been going for. I find that I plateau quite a bit at around 100 points of ELO, and 800 was a struggle for me. The 900 range was a struggle, and also the 1000 range. And once I got over 1000, I kind of climbed up to over 1100 pretty quickly, but getting to this 1200 mark has been a little bit of a task. So thank you guys for bearing with me. I don't know why it's taken so long for me to find a game right now. Here we go. We have a 1225. Good luck, my friend. We're going to play the London. They are from Greece, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if I played anybody from Greece before. All right, so we have a Queen's Pawn accelerated London system. I'm going to play as normal as I can. I think we get this knight out on D. Okay. So we could take and get their queen out. I could also drop my bishop back, or I could just leave it and take back like this. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think that just developing is fine, and I'm just gonna do it like that. So all right, they castle. I'm going to get the bishop here, and I'm going to castle, and then maybe try and get the knight to this strong square. So we're castled. My opponent is attacking my bishop. If I take, he takes with the knight. Relatively interesting position there. I don't think we want to leave it. Definitely not. So I wanted it here to do some things, but if he wants to trade the bishop, I'll just trade it. Not a huge fan of what's going on here, but kind of is what it is. Now I think we can get the knight in, and so he goes back. So I feel like that's a decent look. I'm gonna get the rook to this file. I want to play c3, I think. Alright, so what's the plan with this? To get over to this square, so I can bring the knight here. I'm gonna play c3. If he brings the knight here, I think maybe I'll rotate this guy up here. If this pawn gets attacked in any way, shape, or form, we can play this move. So if he takes with his knight, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, I was about to say, now he's kind of avoided it, but so what do we want to do here? If I play here, he can takes. Could rotate this knight back. He takes, I take. takes. I think I'm gonna try and push these pawns. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of ideas that I want to play. He's playing pretty quickly too, so this game is not exactly feeling so hot for me right now. Okay. He attacks my knight. I can take. And I want to move this knight because I want to be able to kick his knight out. I could offer a trade for it. That weakens this pawn significantly, so we don't want to push that. I could maybe try and double the rooks on this file. That could be something. He doesn't have any crazy knight jumps, I don't think, right now. This pawn would be hanging if I... Well, no, my queen defends it right now. So I need to play a little faster, and I think that maybe a move like this is okay. And I'll maybe try and rotate my knight over. Again, my opponent's playing really fast, and I'm using up a lot of my time. So he's attacking the pawn. So I'm gonna defend it. My knight is kind of hanging right now, so I think I need to be aware of that. So if I go here, he takes, I take. If I throw this pawn forward, could also go to double my rooks. Could move the king up. I think we'll go to trade the knight. So I think he'll take, so he doesn't lose a pawn. Because if he lets me take, takes, I can actually take with my rook. I could take with my queen as well, but I think I'd take with the rook. Okay, so he's trying to close the center down. So if I take, he's going to take with the pawn, is seemingly the thought. But I'm going to kick the knight if I can. So now he should take, or okay, he goes back. And now I think that we can work on doubling here. So do I bring my rook all the way up? Maybe. I'm gonna double my rooks here and maybe try and rework this knight around a bit. Alright, he brings the knight over there to attack my rook, so maybe not the smartest of moves by me, but all good. I'll just back up. Maybe pushing this pawn, he takes. Maybe that's a good idea. It does weaken this quite a bit, though. Maybe setting it up is better. If I push this pawn, his queen can get here, though. I have like half the time of my opponent, so I need to play a bit faster. He's more than likely just going to beat me on time at this rate. So if he takes, I can take. If I take, he can take with the knight, so I don't want that. If I play this, he can just push. He also gets a cool little pin on my piece. Pushes. Boom. So if he takes, I take. I have this kind of weak pawn here then. If I take, he takes, so that doesn't really behoove me either. If I do this and he pushes, I can just come back and then we can play for this. I'm gonna double up my... I'm gonna play this. If he pushes, I'll move back. If he takes, I'll probably take with my knight. Oh man, I'm super low on time. So if he pushes, I can just jump back and then maybe push for b3. Okay, so we thought that was gonna happen. This might not be good, but this is what I'm trying. This pawn is becoming pretty weak. So I think I want to double up my rooks. If I do this, he takes. We'll double up the rooks. I'm just trying to play a little faster. He's got all the time right now, so looks like he's just pawn storming. I feel like his position is a little more comfortable. I think we'll do this to try and break things up a bit. Alright, so I could take with the knight or I could take with the queen. This pawn has become pretty weak. Let's take with the queen, pressure on this, defending this. I didn't see a decent thing to do with my knight here. So the board is opening up a little bit. This is defended still. I can move in here. I don't think that actually does anything for me, except gives my knight this square. I want to reroute my knight, so I'm going to try and find a home for my knight. Right now it looks like he's maybe planning to push this pawn. He's got almost all of his pieces there, so if he does, I will probably just take with this pawn. I could actually take this way and then push again. That's probably a better way to do it. But I'm going to try and play faster now. And I might sacrifice some integrity of my chess to not lose on time. This is a pretty closed position at the moment. My opponent has a semi-open C file. I have a semi-open B file. And we have a lot of pressure building up on this E6. Well, the E5 square is really, like, he could push. I think it would be beneficial for me if he does push. I don't know if I'll exactly be able to find the right way to go about it, but alright, so he's putting pressure on this piece. I'm pretty defended right now, so I'm gonna get this knight in. He can't go here right now, which is what I think he's trying to do. But so if I go here, he goes here. This is a fork. I'm gonna put my knight on this square, so he can move his queen here right now. Takes. I have a move like this. I don't know what he's trying to do. Push, takes, can't do that. He can't go here. I'm gonna put this rook over here, defending. Maybe move my king forward a square as well. I'm just gonna start playing as solid as I can, I guess, and try to not lose anything. I don't know what this knight move was necessarily trying to do, but I'm gonna get my king forward. I can't really push that right now. This is a fork, but if he moves this rook. So he's going for a queen trade. takes. Is that the plan? I don't have to queen trade. Could slide over. Maybe. Am I missing something? The rook is in trouble right now. He can't go here. I only have 1 minute and 40 seconds. My opponent has 4 minutes and 18 seconds. Whew. I need to be careful because I have... This rook is defended right now, but this one is not. This is all fork now. So we do get a fork here. He defended the rook, but he gets... Yo! Yo, 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 yo! Ah! Yes! Yes, boy! Yes! Yes! Ah! That felt so good. 96.3% accuracy. Yo, we played like a perfect game. Holy crap. This, guys, this is it. Oh, man. He played almost a perfect game, too. I got so low on time. Oh, my God. This is probably one of the best games I've ever played as far as accuracy is concerned. It wasn't the longest game, but super even all the way through. So... it actually is not bad at all for me to do what I did, taking like this. We get a pretty strong hold on the center. So taking, I didn't need to do that. I could have just actually developed. And if he does take, I get this. I didn't want doubled pawns, so I thought taking was fine. His knight is on the edge of the board. It's kind of weird. It allows my knight to get here and also stop his knight from ever getting to that square if he wants to reroute. And he did move his knight back. He brings his queen forward. I played C... Okay, so I always never know when to play C4, but this is a good time because my knights both defend the square. And, yeah. I don't think he could take with the knight. Excuse me. But, anyways... he does bring the knight there. That was the point of the queen move. I bring my knight, just develop. He brings his knight in now. I decided to play A4, which I thought, I mean, maybe just push these pawns and try to attack. But he kind of kicks my knight out first, so I take his knight. He takes with the queen. I bring my queen over. I didn't know okay, it really wants me to start throwing some pawns. He puts pressure with his queen on this pawn, so I just defend, and I'm taking note that my knight is in a little trouble. Well, he's not in trouble, but he's hanging. He's potentially hanging. He doesn't have a way to attack it at the moment, but it's not defended, is what I should have said. Alright, so he brings a rook to the file. I bring my knight back. And yeah, it actually... once he plays this, it wants me to do this now because I can get my knight back in the center, and that's just a fantastic spot for my knight. I actually didn't really know what to do with my knight for a lot of the game after I played this move, so I did this. He wins a little tempo on me. I brought the knight over here, saying if he pushes, I'll just go back and I'll play for B3. Maybe not the best plan, but it was what I wanted to do. Bringing the rook over did not need to happen. I could already start the reroute of my knight, which I saw after I moved the rook. But I wanted to have as much pressure on B3 that I could. the computer doesn't like b3 as much as it wants me to just get this knight over to here. So I thought this was a decent idea, and I had the idea to get the knight over. He brings the knight over here. I just brought this rook over to defend the pawn, and just saying that I'm gonna abandon this kind of thought. And he brings a rook over to the file. I moved my king forward kind of as a just a waiting move, but also because I was trying to come up with a plan and I was getting low on time, and this was as close as our time had been the entire game. He played pretty quickly through the whole beginning of the game. I brought my queen over to a3 to attack his rook on e7. Or excuse me, that's what the computer wanted me to do, as opposed to moving the king to g2. But I did this. He blunders. Yeah, so the whole thing is I think it sees this move. And bringing my queen over here is the best way to do it. He can't actually defend the rook right now unless he just moves the rook. He defends the rook, and I actually find the fork here, and I'm winning, but he ended up just resigning. It says I played like a 2000 and he played like an 1800. Yeah, this might be one of the best games I've ever played. I mean, we just didn't have any real... We had no inaccuracies, no mistakes, no misses, no blunders. That's what we're trying to achieve here. So if I want to get to 1200, that's what we're trying to achieve. I'm rated 1169 now, so that's awesome. I'm going to save this game in my little collection, and I got a little fantastic games thing that I've made, and I just keep all my cool games that I've either gotten like a brilliant or something that I felt like I played really well. I save them all in that folder. But yeah, dude, super fun game. I'm proud of myself for that one, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Catch you tomorrow.